Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, Siriana Tarot. This is going to be a full moon in Aquarius reading for my dearest Aquarius. So Aquas, this is known as the full buck moon, and it's helping us embrace our truest and best selves. And I thought the funniest and most concise description of the energies around this moon was it's time to let your freak flag fly and ditch the haters. So I'm going to leave it at that. I love that. And let's go ahead and jump into this reading. If you guys like the cards that I'm using, I have them listed and linked in order of appearance down below, along with ways you can get a private reading if you want one. Also, if this reading resonates with you, I'm just going to ask that you like, share, subscribe, and leave a comment if you feel called to do so. So let's go ahead and jump into this. Let's see what messages come through for this full moon in Aquarius for my dearest Aquas. So the energy coming into this moon, Ace of Cups. There's a huge blessing coming to you with this full moon, you guys. Some of you guys, you're starting a new relationship, a new job, something that you've been attracting, and you're just overflowing with emotion for whatever this might be. Now, the truth of your relationships right now or how you're projecting yourself, the Page of Wands in reverse. So some of my Aquas, you may have experienced, a setback, or you might feel like your confidence has been dented, or maybe you felt like you didn't really have a backup plan for whatever this is. And again, you may be dealing with someone or something that's in and out of your life, something that, maybe didn't get off the ground the way that you wanted it to. The intentions that you need to set, look at that. We have the Nine of Cups. Aqua, you're being told to go for it. We have the Ace of Cups and the Nine of Cups here. Takes us to the Ten of Cups. You are calling in emotional fulfillment and total, complete happiness. Now, what you need to do, Five of Cups in reverse, let go of what it is that's been holding you back. And this is what this full moon is all about. There's something here that maybe has hurt you. It could be that you were holding on to a person or a situation, some sort of disappointment. Maybe people were gossiping, or, maybe there were some haters. But what I love about the Five of Cups in reverse, this is you shifting your focus, coming out of a really dark period and focusing on balance, on love, on what you bring to the table. There's a huge blessing coming your way, you guys. Now, what you need to do, Three of Wands, you're being told that you don't really have to do anything. You've already set the intention and you're calling in this blessing, whether it's an abundance of love or money or health or just, like a new step on your spiritual journey. But the Three of Wands is telling me that the work that you guys have put in already is absolutely paying out, and the universe is gifting you with this Ace of Cups, this beautiful energy. What you need to know, we have the Six of Coins in reverse, okay? So what I do feel like here is that, Spirit's saying that what you've been asking for is absolutely, or what you've been asking for is also looking for you. I feel like some of you may have been dealing with someone or something that wasn't reciprocating. So whether it was a relationship, it can also be a job where you were sort of stuck, where maybe you were always promised a raise or a promotion and you just weren't getting it. And I feel like some of you are starting to lose confidence because of that, or maybe even turn inward and see like, wow, what am I doing wrong? But what I'm getting here with the Six of Pentacles in reverse is that, you have chosen to, let your freak flag fly, like in the introduction, like, and whatever that means to you, it's just going your own way, doing your own thing, being your unique self. And it hasn't always been the easiest, and you may not have always gotten, praise for it. But you know what Spirit's saying? It doesn't matter, because in being true and authentic to yourself, Aquarius, that's what's calling in this big blessing. So you also have the Two of Wands. So for some of you guys, you are calling in like a balanced and beautiful partnership, but this is a result of you being your authentic selves. And ultimately, you're the one who's going to have the choice. All right. I love that. The Knight of Pentacles in reverse, and we get the Five of Wands. Yeah, this is interesting because I do feel like some of my Aquas out there, you guys have been dealing with naysayers. You've been dealing with haters. You may have even been in a relationship that you really thought was going somewhere, or maybe you met somebody and you thought, wow, this is the real deal. I have so much, you could see yourself like taking things to the next level. And the Page of Wands and the Knight of Pentacles tells me that somebody may have even made you an offer. Again, it could be a boss, or it could be, you know, hey, I'm going to give you a raise, or if you do this long enough, you're going to get a promotion. And it could be somebody that was, hey, you know, they gave you, they wanted to give you the world, or they promised you the world. But when the Knight of Pentacles shows up in reverse, this is somebody who's like retracted their offer, and it's created a lot of conflict. And I feel like now, you know, you've been through this heartbreak and this sadness, Aquarius, with that Five of Cups, that disappointment. You might have even felt like there were a group of people that were against you. Again, with the Five of Wands, I do feel like there was some like hater type energy around you, but you're choosing to not maybe take the, you know, you're choosing to take the less traveled, but also the higher road, okay? And that's what's bringing in this huge blessing and this wish fulfillment and your 10 of Cups. And I feel like my Aquas, like you're no longer in this reactive mode. Like you're like allowing people to fight among themselves, to be in their own energy. And if it's negative vibes, you're just sort of pulling back and you're watching. You're sort of watching the show, and you're like, you know what? It's not going to bother me. I'm just going to run my own race. I'm going to do my own thing. And that's calling in your 10 of Cups, you guys. And many of you with the Six of Pentacles, like there might have been somebody that wronged you, or you might have gone through a period of anger and frustration, but it's like you realize that that's wasted energy, that, you know, everybody, you know, creates their own karma by their decisions, by their actions, and that you can only control yours. And I love that with that Two of Wands. And you're looking at, okay, what's going to be the best outcome for me? I'm going to let everybody else do their thing. And being in your being your true authentic self and in your loving presence, you're not only healing, but you might even be pulling your energy back from something that you had really been holding on to or really wishing for, and realizing, you know what, I don't need that. It's too much stress. And in doing so, again, you're calling in your abundance. Overall energy, 10 of Swords in reverse. This is about healing. This is about, you know, something that was very difficult and very painful, but finally releasing it and letting it go, Aqua. And underneath, we have the Empress, and we have the High Priestess, and we have the Devil. So for some of you guys, this was, you know, an energy. We also have the Strength card, Leo. Wow, all these major arcana, and the Hanged Man. But you've definitely pulled back your energy. You're seeing things differently. You know, you're seeing what doesn't work for you. You're seeing that, yeah, there are certain things that are very tempting, whether it was like get rich quick or to go back to somebody that you're very passionate about. But at the same time, the High Priestess is you're trusting your intuition. And I feel like the advice here is like you're holding yourself in very high regard, and you're not going to be chasing anybody. You're not going to be chasing after something that, you know, just isn't in alignment with you anymore, or something that, you know, I feel like you've waited sort of long enough for this person or this situation to sort of show up for you. And I do feel like you're feeling a little bit drained. You're feeling a little bit like you've been the one that's been waiting or overextending. And so it's like this total course correction and shift in your energy, Aqua. But I promise it's bringing in this 10 of Cups energy. There's a huge blessing coming your way. And this is something that, you know, you've really fought for. You might have really fought hard holding yourself back from this particular person or situation, but this is what you needed to do. And you're holding yourself in high regard. So I do see that you have abundance that's blossoming, but many of you may have felt stuck, or you may have felt like things weren't moving in your favor. I feel like you are coming out of that. Yep, look at that. And we get cornucopia. So some of you guys, it was finances. For some of you guys, it was a relationship. I just feel like, you know, coming up to this full moon, Aqua, you might have felt like things just weren't going your way, but there's a huge victory coming with this ending. And again, it may not feel like it may not have felt like it, but it's like the tables are turning with this Two of Wands energy. It's like now you're going to be making the decision. And many of you guys, you're turning away from just what wasn't returning to you, what you were putting into it. Okay, and we see the Magician and the Mirror. Some of you guys, again, you may have been dealing with somebody that promised you the world. It could be a boss that was always promising a raise or promotion or more resources or more support. It could have been a relationship where somebody was promising, you know, that it would go somewhere. It could be somebody that told you they loved you and then they pulled their energy back. But I see that my Aquas out there, you guys are really healing. And as a result of this healing and being truthful and authentic with yourself, transparent about what you think, what you believe, you're calling in this cornucopia of abundance and a huge victory. All right. And, you know, you guys are really really working on your stability here, you guys. And I feel like it's been a long time coming. I feel like this is what you've wanted, whether that's, you know, a long-term commitment with somebody, or, you know, a stable job that helps you pay the bills, where you don't have to really worry about a lot of stuff, Aqua. I love this because it's like, again, this is something that you've been in an energy of instability, and, you know, Spirit and your hard work, and you also holding back, you know, standing in your power and your strength, even when, you know, even when it was most difficult. Again, you're holding yourself in high regard like this Empress, and you're healing. Okay, you've learned the lessons that you need to. You're healing. You're trusting your intuition. You may have gone silent or gone quiet just to sort of figure out, okay, what new direction am I going in? And it's like what you're looking for is looking for you. All right, I love this energy. I just saw big happy changes flip out there. So we see choose a new direction. So many of my aquas, that's exactly what you're doing. You're no longer waiting. You're no longer willing to be in reactive mode. You're, you know, you're taking matters in your own hand, and you're shifting your focus. Yep. And this card absolutely wanted to come out. Again, it was peeking out big happy changes. Yep. There are major big happy changes coming your way. And aquas, I feel like it's been a really long time coming. For many of you, you know, it's financial. Okay, for others of you, it could be, you know, calling in like a life partner, or somebody that, you know, is going to really, you know, have your back, somebody that's going to build you up. And at the bottom of the deck, we get if you believe. So with the Magician in the mirror, it is all about making sure that you pay attention to what you think, what you believe, what you imagine. And many of you are looking back at how a certain situation or even a group of people made you doubt yourself. Okay, or maybe there was a particular person that was just hesitating or keeping you waiting, you know, and you thought their inconsistency was really making you feel like there was something wrong with you, or that you needed to change something. And you're like, you're getting like a big dose of truth, you know, but it's coming from your higher self, and you're like, you know what, I'm not doing it anymore. And so I love this. I love this change in direction, because it's bringing you this 10 of Cups energy that this reading sort of started out with. So let's go ahead and see what your final advice is here. All right, take the lead. Yep, absolutely. So aquas, you guys are stepping up. And you know what I mean by this, or what I feel like Spirit is saying here, you're going to have a victory. You're calling in abundance. You're healing, but you're taking the lead by choosing this new direction. For some of you, it may be reaching out to somebody, but for others of you, it's just about taking your energy back, pulling it back from, you know, from this sort of this scattered energy, this Five of Wands, a fight, an argument, a situation, whether it's work or a relationship that was just like, it wasn't going anywhere. And you're just taking the lead by, you know, being truthful and honest, and saying, you know what, I'm not going to, you know, this is something that's been draining me, my time, my energy, my love, my money, my resources. This is something that I've been holding out for and wishing for a long time. I've been taking the proper steps, but it's just not delivering. And Spirit is going to deliver a huge blessing, you know, that's going to bring you a lot of stability, a lot of abundance, a lot of love. But there's a new direction that you're taking. All right, so I'm going to leave it here, you guys. Beautiful energy for my dear aquas. Sending you lots of love and light. Take care.